Hi guys, I hope you guys are all doing well. It's Nekkog. Ignore my cat. In this video though, I wanted to talk to you guys about my favorite cake books that I've been using lately. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I've been baking a lot lately. I've baked like probably 4 cakes in the past 2 weeks. Or maybe it's been 3 weeks. I don't know, the past month. I've been baking a lot ever since I had my DNC surgery. If you haven't, or if you don't know what that is, I actually made a video about my DNC surgery and my miscarriage. But literally like the day after that, I started baking, and it's what I've been doing every week ever since. So if you're curious as to what cake books I have been using, just keep watching this video. Okay, so I do want to first say that I think that using cake books or just recipe books in general are so much better and easier than I mean I feel like to a sense they are easier than like going on your phone looking up recipes, because I feel like when you have like the best books, typically they have really good recipes in them. Like I remember the first cake I made, it was last year, and the cake came out horrible, like the worst texture. It was super dry, it was disgusting. I even think I made frosting from an online recipe, also trash. So but once I started using the cake books, game changer. So if you're wanting to get into baking, I recommend using recipe books. One, because they're, you know, were published and looked over and tried probably a bunch of times, and you know, it's just more, what's the word, I don't know, you're more likely to have a better turnout. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so but the first cake book I got that actually inspired me to bake is called The Power of Sprinkles. This is what it looks like. I've shown it before in my first cake video on my channel. This was the book I used to show you guys how to make vanilla cake batter. And this book, it's by Amira Kasem. I'll probably put it out over here because I don't think you can really see it. And I actually saw her on a baking show. What was it? I don't remember what show it was, but she was a judge. And I was just looking through it at Barnes and that's where I got this from Barnes and Nobles, by the way. I was looking through it and it's just so cute. I don't know if you can really see well. Hopefully you kind of can. But her thing is basically sprinkles. She decorates everything with sprinkles. But in the beginning of the book, let me see, it has like a cute photo of her. This is what she looks like. You guys have probably seen her if you watch like baking shows, or it's specifically the one I saw her in. I don't know if she's been in other ones. So I was reading her story about her baking, and I literally sat there in Barnes & Nobles and read the whole thing. It's like a couple pages long. And I was like, I need this book in my life. Like, just look at that picture. Ugh. Man. But yeah, her story really inspired me. I say that and I don't even really remember what her story was. I know part of it is like, I think her husband was like her roommate in her apartment, and then she got into baking, and then he came over and would play music on his guitar, and that's how they fell in love. And now she owns a store in LA. I think she opened one in New York, and then she opened another one in LA, and she's thriving. She just got a new house, just had a baby. I know her whole life story because I follow her on Instagram, but I'm obsessed. And yeah, that's what I remember from reading about her story. It was like a cute success story and a cute love story at the same time. Like, her and her husband are like meant to be. It's so adorable. But so this was the first book that I got, and I used this recipe. It was like a week after I tried making that other vanilla cake that turned out to be trash. So I followed this one and I was like, oh my god, way better, hands down. Sorry if you see me picking my face, it's because I feel like I have cat hair everywhere. If you're a cat owner, you know what I mean. Her hair's so fine. Okay, but anyways, yeah, her recipe, it's a vanilla cake recipe really designed to be more dense, like more thick and sturdy but moist at the same time. I think that's specifically for cake decorating. Like when you're decorating a cake and everything, it's important that you have a good density, you know what I mean, good thickness, so it doesn't fall apart or whatnot. But I guess I'll show you guys some of my favorite pages out of the book. I really want to do this one. That one's really cute. It's a 4th of July. This cake book is basically has a recipe for, or a cake for each like holiday of the year, and it's just adorable. I don't even know how she decorates these cakes and designs them. I remember I tried to do this one. This was the first design I tried to do from the book, is one of these what are they called? What are these things called? Those little Valentine hearts. Oh, a conversation heart. Oh, and her thing is also having sprinkles in the middle of the cake, so you cut it and it's a cake or a sprinkle explosion. But I tried to make that. I think it came out literally hideous because with baking, it really is trial and error, and I learned it's really hard to get red, like anything to go red. Like the frosting, I could not get it that red, and it was really disappointing. You have to put like a shit ton of food coloring in it, basically. Like you need a lot of food coloring. It's weird to me that they don't sell food coloring in, like, there are certain baking things that I wish were sold in a larger size, because to get this type of red, you guys, probably takes, sorry, is it even showing it? Sorry if it's not showing it right. But it's like a dark red. Well, it's not, it's like a true red. It's not even really dark, but to get to even that red takes probably 3 or 4 little tubes of red food coloring. I don't know, maybe there's a hack, there's a trick of adding maybe another color to make it dark. But yeah, I tried to do that and I hated the way it looked. I thought it looked like shit, and the sprinkles I got, like my cake looked like a really ghetto version of one of hers. So I don't know, maybe I'll insert a photo right here, but yeah, I tried and I hated it. So that's one I do want to do. That's why after that cake, I think I actually didn't bake a cake for a long time because I thought that one looked like crap. So I was really discouraged, basically. So if you're getting into baking, and just be patient, and yeah, it really is a trial and error. You're probably not gonna have the greatest first cake ever. It's probably gonna look like shit, and that's okay. I baked a cake the other day that I felt like didn't look the best, and I was disappointed, but it's okay. It is what it is. Another one, ooh, is, I just love this book. I mean, come on, like, look at this. You see that? Like, how does she do that? How? I don't even understand. Oh, there's also a cute sushi one. That one's cute. Oh my god, the emojis, so adorable. I would love to do some little emoji cakes. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's on some of them it's literally, they're just covered in sprinkles, and I'm like, where do you even get all these sprinkles from? So that one's really cute, and it's covered in sprinkles. Like, those are black sprinkles. And it's just so adorable. But hopefully I can master one of these designs and recreate one of them, and hopefully get recognized by her, because she is my inspiration. So yeah, I highly recommend this if you're girly and like color and whatnot. This one just stood out compared to all the other cake books in the recipe aisle. Like, it literally inspired me. Like, I sat there, looked at the price, like, do I really want to spend this? It's not expensive, $24.99. I think at the time I thought it was expensive because I was broke. So I was really sitting there like, should I get it? I don't know, I don't have enough money, but I really want it, and I didn't want to wait to order it online. So I ended up buying it, and I held it in my arms and was like, my first cake book. And I felt so inspired. And this is what the back looks like. Alright, moving on to the next cake book. Wow, I spent a long time talking about that. Alright, but the next cake book is called The Perfect Cake. Now this is, I guess, from America's Test Kitchen. I think that's a show online. Or not online, on TV. I've never seen it, but yeah, that's what it's from. This one's big. This one's a big one. I think I saw this one as well when I was looking at the Power Sprinkles, and I was literally like, which one should I get? And I ended up getting the Power Sprinkles, obviously, and then my boyfriend ordered this one for me on Amazon because he was like, please buy it for me, and it was way cheaper, because the original price was $35 for the US, and he got it for $21. I think it was used, so that's why it was discounted. But this one, I recommend this one because it's more like, in the beginning it talks about, it kind of like educates you on what butter does and what sugar does and what the ingredients all do in the cake, and how to get a more dense cake or how to get a more fluffy cake. So it's more educational. It has a section about the different equipment that you can use. Like, it talks about a stand mixer, food processor, things you're gonna need for a cake, different pans. But yeah, it just has little sections that educate you all about chocolate. And then there are just really some nice recipes in here. But that's why I mainly got it, is because I wanted to learn about kind of like the science of it, even though I haven't really read it too much, or I can't really tell you anything right now, to be honest. But see, it has pages like this on different types of cake and thickness and textures. And yeah, I really wanted to know about that. This is a page that has been used and abused. If you have any recipe books and you haven't gotten it wet or gotten food on it, you need to show it some love, because that's how you know you're using your recipe book. I wrote little notes right here. And this is just a old-fashioned chocolate layered cake. This recipe, amazing. Like, the best, absolutely. I'm obsessed. It's so freaking good. It's like no other chocolate cake I've ever had. That's what I think is really unique about the recipe books, is it has stuff that you just never tasted in your life. So there's a recipe I've used. That's actually the only recipe I've used though out of this entire book. But comment below what your guys' favorite cake is. I actually used to never like chocolate cake, believe it or not, and now I'm obsessed with it. But I think it really depends on the chocolate cake that you have. Like the Walmart cupcakes, like the chocolate ones usually are like, just not that good. The Walmart bundt cake, chocolate cake that has like chocolate chips on top and chocolate frosting drizzled, that's bomb. It's so moist and so good. So I think it really depends on the chocolate cake that you have. So if you don't like chocolate cake, you might have just not had the right one. Oh my god, I really want to do like a Black Forest cake, even though I hate cherries. So I don't know, I think it'll come out good though. So that's the second cake book I got. And then another book that I have is the Everything Chocolate, also by America's Test Kitchen. I highly recommend. I mean, this book is like, this book is sexy. Like, you just look through the pages and start drooling. Like this, I mean, literally just look at the first like 2 pages. Are you kidding me? For someone who loves chocolate, this right here is amazing. This book, it literally talks all about chocolate, educates you a little bit about chocolate, and the different types of chocolate to use in cake. In cakes, you used different types of chocolate. Like in a chocolate cake, that the recipe I showed you guys in the other book, I'd use an unsweetened chocolate, but then in like chocolate ganache, you would use like a semi-sweet chocolate. There's just different things going on. But yeah, it has like this page that talks about the different forms of cocoa and what they do. I know I'm not too educated on this, but it talks about natural cocoa powder, Dutch cocoa powder, high starch, low fat cocoa powder, low starch, high fat cocoa powder. You can see all the different textures based off of which version of the cocoa powder was used. So I really like that. Goes in about how to store chocolate and how to melt it, and ooh, the chocolate ganache page. I've been meaning to Google what ganache means. Does it say? Ganache is simply equal parts chocolate and cream melted together to create a decadent mixture. So I guess that's just what ganache means. And you guys, chocolate ganache is amazing. I mean, it literally can go into so many different textures. Like, I don't know, like if you let it sit out for a certain amount of time, it sets to a point where it's kind of like a frosting. But if you want to use it when it's a little bit cold, you can drizzle it on like a cake. Or chocolate ganache is amazing. And let's see, I don't want this video to be too long, but I mean, it's literally just, I don't even know which page to stop on because they all look good. Oh, I really want to do the chocolate ice cream sandwiches. It's okay, it's okay. I just got my lipstick on the book. Let me just wipe that. All right, well now this book officially has a stain. It's okay. Did it go normal? So that's what that looks like. It looks so good, delicious. But yeah, there are different sections. This one, it teaches you how to make cupcakes, croissants, freaking cinnamon rolls, but with chocolate, just bread and chocolate, cookies and chocolate. This one says oatmeal chunk, or chocolate chunk oatmeal cookies, which sounds amazing. I love oatmeal cookies. There are tarts in here. There are these thingies. what are they called? Cream puffs, I think. What are those, donuts? There's a lot going on. Oh my god, and in the end, it also does have chocolate cakes in here to make. Like, I really want to do the peppermint one. It even teaches you how to make chocolate toffee, ice cream, chocolate dip. Oh, just look at this whole page right here. Just sexy. What else? Oh, it even in the end it teaches how to do DIY chocolate bars. So here's the back of it too. Want to see that? So this book I highly recommend if you're a chocolate lover or just a baker. I think baking with chocolate has made me like it a lot more as well. I don't know, maybe my taste buds are aging, but I heavily fucks with dark chocolate. It's so good. I'm like obsessed. I have a problem. So highly recommend. Even if you don't like chocolate, I would recommend getting this because I don't know, maybe someone around. I'm sure you know someone who loves chocolate and would love one of these chocolate desserts. Alright, so that was the third book I got, and I also got this other book from Williams Sonoma. I never realized it was Williams and not Williams Sonoma. Okay, but it looks like this. Oh, and all of these except for the Power Sprinkles I got on Amazon, but I think you can get that one on Amazon too. They're way cheaper on Amazon, by the way. You can find these at Barnes & Nobles, but they're gonna be regular price, which is just annoying. I'm like, I don't understand why they don't just price match. Like, come on. But I don't know. This one, I haven't even looked through this one that much, but it's cute. It's very tiny. It's a lot smaller than the other ones. This is what the back looks like. It's very cute. One of the pages that made me want to buy the book. Ooh, it has like a meringue cake. Ooh. Oh, this one. Oh, I would love to do something like this. That is so cute. Hope you can see it properly. But yeah, not too much with this one because I haven't used it. Yeah, those are the books, recipe books that I have and have been using for baking. I love them. Like I said, I highly recommend, because trying to find recipes on like Pinterest and stuff, I would recommend doing like little stuff on Pinterest and online. Like, I just did a raspberry filling for one of my cakes the other day and it came out amazing. So maybe just small stuff like that, but like if you're making a whole cake, you don't want to waste a bunch of batter on a really crappy recipe. You just want to trust what's on the test kitchen. So, and Amita Kesa. Follow her on Instagram, by the way. Sorry if I say a lot, but that's pretty much it for this video. If you want to see my cakes, follow my Instagram. It's Nekkog. I was gonna say at Instagram. It's Nekkog. I'll put it in the description box too. If you just want to click on it and look through and see if you want to follow. I have two stories on my Instagram. One is cakes. One is a chocolate cake. I don't have all the photos on my page, but I have videos of me making them, which are just But yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys, subscribe to my channel. I do want to film myself making another cake. The problem is that I've been experimenting a lot, and experimenting and winging it while trying to film is a lot. So I want to get like a recipe down and then be able to film it, because I now know how it'll turn out rather than just winging it. It can be a little bit stressful trying to figure out the camera angle and the lighting, and a lot of times I've been filming at nighttime. But I'll come up with some sort of setup. I'll figure something out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel to see more cake videos. Let me know if you have any of these cake books, if you followed any of the recipes, what you've come up with. And yeah, I look forward to talking to you guys more about baking. Yeah, so subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment anything below, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.